guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Prophecy of Pendor. I would like to quickly say a big thanks to everyone who shared the first episode, gave it a like and a comment. It means a lot to me, thank you so much. It's so good to be back on YouTube. Now before this episode gets started, I would like to quickly talk about the Qualous Gems. Now I kind of talked about it in the last episode, but I actually cut it out of editing because I wanted to kind of give it a proper mention. So to give the Qualous Gems a quick rundown, they're one of Prophecy of Pendor's main features. Now there's different uses for the Qualous Gems. They are quite rare to get, as you saw. You do get one for free to start off with in the chest at Rain, but there are other ways of getting them as well. You can talk to random travelers around the map in taverns, and they can sometimes give you a location of a Red Brotherhood den, and they're also quite difficult to attack. The Red Brotherhood, they're quite annoying. Anyway, once you defeat them, there is a chest near a cave, I believe, and normally you can find a Qualous Gem in there. I'm not sure if they're always there, but from my experience, they are mostly always in there. Once we get into good relations with the Noldor and we can start doing their tournaments, there's a chance of getting a Qualous Gem as a reward. And there's also various bosses, or I'm not sure if you consider them bosses, but there's the big armies. Once you defeat them and you can capture their leader, you can normally set them free for a Qualous Gem that they have in their possession. And those are some of the ways that you can get the Qualous Gems. Now there's loads of ways that you can use them for. Most notably, you can use them to unlock some of the finest armors and weapons in the game. They're used to unlock knighthood orders or found knighthood orders. You can use them to boost your stats or stats of a companion, as well as getting some of the mystical rune weapons, which we shall definitely see later down in the series. Anyway, so those are some of the uses for the Qualous Gems. Let's get started in this episode. It's going to be a good one. Alright, going to make my way towards Mount&Blade, because there is a certain chest I believe is on a boat. If I go to explore, should have an option to see it in a sec. Alright, should be on this boat from what I remember. A mysterious chest. What shall we find? Strange bullets and various loot. Wonderful. Awesome. So I've still been thinking which faction to join, and I think I'm going to leave it for maybe one more episode. I'm going to ask you guys what you think. Which faction do you think I should join? And now just keep in mind, this is only temporarily. This is a sort of like something to do while I sort of boost my character up in stats wise, in status wise, and basically it will make us money at the same time. It should keep things interesting. We will be at war with other factions, so it should be a bit more dangerous, but it's only temporarily, because later on I would love to form my own faction and eventually go for world domination, if that's even possible. I've never even attempted that on this mod, and I know it's very, very difficult, but I'm very excited to try and achieve that goal. But for the time being, I would like to join a faction. Now the only faction I would not join is Kingdom of Sarleon. And that is because when I am eventually going to join, well not join, help the Noldor, which we will get into detail when we do start attempting that, Noldor and the Sarleon are constantly fighting each other on the borders of their forest, as well as the Bacchus Empire, but mainly Sarleon, and obviously helping out the Noldor against the Sarleon wouldn't be very good for me if I was a part of their faction. So so any faction, I'm thinking actually joining, however you say them, Feared, I don't know, or maybe just Ravenstern as well. But one of those two could be fun, or maybe even the Bacchus Empire, that could be fun too. Alright, so we're heading into the Bacchus Empire area, just doing some exploring. Now there is a lot of snake cult in this area. I think they're one of the main enemies of this territory, and they're pretty nasty. But not impossible to kill. Early on you can get their gear, which I think is very good. But I think most factions, most of the small minor factions have pretty good gear to start off with. Hence what I have is pretty pretty decent for the first episode, I would say. Oh, and we found the first Noldor group, and we do not want to deal with them. So we are out of here. We are out of here. No, thank you. I do not want to deal with them just yet. We will definitely head towards this area now. Alright, what's this opportunity? I have some worthwhile information of you. So just mercenary calling himself Chair of This must be lucky, man. 15 formidable soldiers, the distant Maddenheim. Ah. You know what? We will take them. It's a lot of money. But the Maddenheim are awesome troops. One of my favorite in the mod. They're very just... If we take a look into the troop tree, should see them. So I think we got these guys here. And they can either be fantastic swordsmen or also just very solid crossbowmen as well. I don't think their upkeep is that crazy as well. So if I resume traveling and press this, only 21 upkeep compared to the almost, you know, triple of the mercenary armored crossbowmen, which are also very good, of course. But yeah, solid troops, and happy to have them. Definitely starting to cost us a bit of money now. There's a snake cult shrine there, but I honestly, from my past experience, they're just a bunch of crossbowmen who do not miss. And then you get the occasional female, ridiculously overpowered queen, and she's just nasty. I think at this early on with the troops we've got, I don't really want to lose everyone over a small snake cult camp. I don't think, like, the rewards can be okay, but I don't think it's worth losing everything. So yeah, I'll definitely come back for the... Those don't go anywhere. I think those stay there forever until you do take them out, so we'll definitely come back for that when we can spare the people. But right now, definitely can't spare the people. Well, I probably could, but still. This is a companion, I believe. Hello there, friend. I have no station. My name is Anson, by the way. A pleasure to meet you. My father, a merchant in Kez. Anyway, I don't know. I can't remember if it actually cost money or not. Oh no, it was free. And I'm not sure if he's a surgeon. Oh my god, yeah, look. Wound treatment 2, surgery 3, first aid 4, engineering, trade, and looting. My god. Anson, welcome. Too bad I do not have any gear for him. At least he can ride a horse. At least he can ride a horse. That's fantastic. This horse is better than mine. Heavy dark. Armor 28, armor 40, maneuver. Okay, maneuver's a bit better. Charge. Ah. Oh. Anyway, we shall definitely give him some gear when we come across the next group and loot all their stuff. Awesome. Alright, so we found some Red Brotherhood people, as well as the Serpent Coven. I think these guys are super powerful. But they are running from me, so they may not be as good. Anaconda Knight. They have some knights. Let's keep chasing them, because I would rather fight in daytime than nighttime, just because I think it looks better. Alright, let's chase them down. Come back here. She looks lovely, doesn't she? Okay, let's charge the enemy. We got 43.
Infantry! Move your positions! Archers, no further!
Alright, everyone get into position.
No further! Infantry! No further!
Oh, well, she wasn't that impressive, was she? These guys are impressive, though. Ow. Thought he wasn't going to shoot then. Took his time. Alright, there we go. We did lose 6. We reversed some pretty impressive people just then. Some pretty good loot. We got some more various loot. Lovely. Got some interesting weapons here. Don't think we're going to use any of them. Some upgrades coming in. Barkley Adventurers. Alright. Cool, let's talk to Anson, who's still alive somehow. Alright, let's definitely give him some upgrades. Change his boots there, let's give him a little hat. There we go, looks amazing. And we can't really upgrade his gear much, can we? But don't think he can even wear this. Yeah, I don't think he has much of a strength. That's okay. Slight upgrade. Keep him alive just slightly. And I have leveled up as well. I think we'll continue maybe... Ooh, I don't know. Maybe we'll get our... maybe get our strength up a little bit more. We do need to get Weapon Master up. So we can continue getting our archery and stuff like that up. Awesome. Alright, let's ambush these guys. Oh, now we just missed them. Oh no, here we go, here we go.
You look pretty good for a dead man.
Pretty good for a dead man. Is that right?
Infantry! No further! Archers! Oh.
So the Red Brotherhood clan, they aren't anything special, really. Okay. Horse archery is obviously not my specialty. Cool. Actually, some pretty decent loot for a small party like that. Alright. Save a pilgrim. Lovely. We'll capture a highwayman. First prisoner. First of many. I think we'll definitely go with the infantry line for the Badenheim troops there. Oh. Oh my god, look at that. 140 for a week. Oh my god, they're so expensive. That is ridiculous. Okay. Oh well, we'll take it. Let's talk to Anson, and we should be able to give him this equipment. Yes, he does have a strength of 6 at least. And any better boots? Doesn't like it. And we can give him a better helmet. He looks awful. Give him an arming sword. I'll give him a crappy shield as well. Actually, I think that's better than my shield, actually, surprisingly. Right, there we go. Beautiful. And from the looks of it, there's another snake cult patrol. I think I might try and take him out just as well, because that should be... Oh, don't worry. There's no point. Alright, I just took down a small heretic army. There's like only 5 of them, so it wasn't really... Well, actually, no, there's more than 5. It's like 10, but pretty easy. Loot's pretty average, I guess. Some cool looking evil shields. But we did get some more troops that we can hire. Pretty cool. Actually, pretty good troops, actually, from the looks of it. I don't think I'm going to take all of them, because some of them are pretty ridiculously expensive. But anyway, do some upgrades. Where's Anson? See if we can give him any new equipment here. I think he's all good. After a bit more travelling, I stumbled across Donovan, which is a very reliable companion in my eyes. And in fact, he has a firearm, but he can't use it until he gets bullets, which funny enough, we got at the start of this episode. Now, Donovan was a companion I was looking for. I think he's awesome. And he's one of those companions that gets along with Anson, which is the other companion we got at the beginning of the episode, which is sort of like the Jeremus of native Mount&Blade Warband. But I couldn't afford him. I was just short. I was about 700 dinars short. So I quickly sold my inventory, which I needed to do anyway because I kind of forgot. And I just had enough. But then I realized, well, now I have no money to actually pay my army, which was quite soon. So anyway, I decided to go quickly do an arena fight, because I know if you can complete the arena fight, I think you can get up to like a grand or 2. But they are very difficult because you have to kill like, what, 40 to 50 opponents and stay alive, which is kind of impossible at this stage. But then I stumbled across the Merchant, which is sort of like the beginning Mount&Blade mission for every single mod. And that was really simple because one, I already had 5 men. I had like 50 to be honest. And yeah, I actually got quite a bit of money out of that, and that was a pretty simple mission. Well, that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. Make sure to drop a comment down which faction should I join for the time being, and let me know if you're enjoying it. I would love to know what you think. Alright, I'll catch you in episode 3. Hope to see you there. Take care of yourselves. Ta-ta for now.